You're listening to Productivity Monsters in the Morning. We are the energy vault your real estate business needs to get you up and out and excited and productive for the day. We go over trending topics and things that really matter in the market of the moment. Here are your hosts, Tiffany Hampton and Brooke Silva.
Oh, friend.
Hi. I came down to Andover today.
Hide from the water.
The blue skies and the sun. What is that all about? I haven't seen that in, I don't know, maybe. I feel like I have not seen the sun in 2 weeks.
The other day, I was so excited. I was in Portsmouth yesterday and I was like, it's gorgeous here. The sun is out. I'm sitting in a conference room that I couldn't see the outside. And I thought the AC had like kicked on or like the air vents. No, torrential downpour. Like I got up and went out and looked at the big window and I was like, oh, here's how I died today. Lightning bolts, thunder. I was like, whoa.
I usually leave my house on Wednesday mornings at like 5:30 to get here before my coaching call. I looked out the window and it was like torrential downpour, which would have meant that my beautiful, loving, wonderful son would have had to walk to the bus stop in the rain.
Aww.
I was like, I'm just going to be late for life today.
Yeah.
Because he is not going to walk to the bus stop in rain. Nope.
No, you're such a good mom. You're such a good mom.
So not like the Gen X's, where we walked up that hill with 2 feet of snow and bare feet. Shut up. No, we didn't.
With Wonder Bread bags on inside our boots.
No, my baby is not going to walk in the rain.
Listen, the Sasquatch is waterproof.
True.
Oh, water repels. That's the difference. Not waterproof. Water repels off a Sasquatch. So he would have been fine, but you're such a good mom. So here's
let's talk like the drama and the emotion and like, because it's really easy to get stuck in the drama and the emotion, especially when like, I told my friend we need a modern day Noah to build an ark because it just won't stop raining and water's everywhere.
And I think it's making people crazy, like batshit crazy, because I was talking to you about this morning because I was so overwhelmed by a response, and it's hard to derail me from my game, right? Because I've heard everything. I really have. But a lot of the times in tech, emotion doesn't help us. Actually, most problem-solving things, emotion doesn't help any situation. It's not going to make me work faster or want to do more for you, especially if you're yelling at me. If you are one of those get me your manager type people, you've lost me. I am the manager, right? Like,
well, I had a coach in my life who was like, you catastrophize all the time. I was like, first off, what does catastrophize mean? And second off,
can you spell it? You can't spell it. You can't use it. There's your wisdom for today, to put that in an affirmation. If you can't spell it, you can't use it.
Well, 7 to 10 books later, I fully understand what catastrophizing. And you know what though? Life is hard.
Life is hard. And here's the thing I've noticed is when sales are down, emotions are high.
Mm-hmm.
But when sales are down and emotions are high, the product isn't broken sometimes. So I live in a tech world, right? I had to restart my computer 2 times today, 2 times.
And what time is it? It's not even 9 o'clock.
It's not even, but you know what? I'm not going to call Zoom and rail at them.
You're not going to catastrophize?
I'm not going to catastrophize. Am I aggravated? Did you see my face when I first hopped on Zoom? And I was like, I'll be right back. And then I couldn't restart my computer because it did a little update. And I was like, but it's not going to ruin my day because you know why? I have a solution. I restart my computer. Poof,
well, and here's the thing, like, and this gets said to us all the time, you can't control your first thought or the first words that come out of your mouth, but everything thereafter you have full control over. And so I
did have a WTF moment. Like I did. I was like, because even as a tech person, I get frustrated. But here was my problem with how this. So you have a problem with something, and unfortunately, problem solvers go into problem solving mode. So I'm not killing you off in my head. I go into like, did you do X, Y, Z? Because if you haven't, and I do it, you're going to be even more mad at me when something works. How many times have you seen this happen when we're together, where we're working on things? I come over, hit a button, and you're like, what? Oh, yeah. I've been doing that. I was like, oh, I don't know if you have though.
Look, Brooke, don't call me out, man.
I did it to you. I did one Wednesday when you were helping an agent. I was like, doo-doo.
Yeah.
It's simple things. So here's the thing is, and we talk to our agents or anyone in tech support, is I get it. This is frustrating, but there has to be fact and not emotion behind problem solving. Sometimes I need to know, if I have to read a 3-page email about how this is ruining your life, I still don't know what the problem is.
Here's my thing though, Brooke. Easier said than done.
It is. But so I think because I live in problem solving mode, it's a problem. It really is. Like, I do it to my family, like I do it to you, I do it to everyone, because I go immediately into how to fix the problem. Not like you fixer, but like, how do I'm always running through, like, I see our software in my head. I can be driving, somebody calls me and says, I'm having a problem here. I go here, go there, go. And they're like, how do you know this? I'm like, it's weird up here. You don't know. And
well, we map it in our heads. Like, I can't tell you, I can solve problems driving 70, 80 miles down the road.
They're like, how do you know? How do you know to click there, do that? I'm like, because I have run through every scenario, and we're trained around these things, right? My role, I get trained to problem solve for agents. And you know what it is? Most of the time it is not a tech issue. And I hate, because I'm a tech person, to even say that. It is a one piece of a learning mistake. Like, they just missed one small thing. And then you show something as simple as location services being shut off on your phone. Because people do it. They're like, do you want to track? Do you want? And they're like, no. And I'm like, no, it's a map. We need it. Like, if it can't see you, it can't see the map. It doesn't know where you are. It's not going to show you properties.
Well, and I'm going to black hat for a minute and be like, it's great that you know all of that. And our agents, like most our clients, they sell houses.
I know, but don't get mad at me when you don't show up for training or plug in.
They're
like,
too busy.
Then don't yell at me. Like, I think that's what it is. I will help you, but the anger behind and the emotion that gets, and I'm used to it by now, it rolls off me. I think.
Does it though?
Yeah, some days this one caught me off guard because this person did not know me. I think that's what it is this person, they had never had a conversation with me, and the first thing they did was attack me. Right? Like, me, like, I caused the problem. I put my fingers on your phone and caused the problem.
You represent the problem.
And that's what it is I represented the problem. But at the end of the day, 3 little pieces of information solved everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then they felt like crap. And they apologized, and that's fine. We're fine. But I think if we could problem solve, if you could just take one bite out of the nerd world I live in and come from fact and not emotion when it comes to problem solving, then I know that we would get through things a little bit faster. We have so many resources, and I think that's the other problem. When you come to KW, we've always said it's like drinking from a fire hose. The amount of information we give you, there's a lot, and it doesn't all mean anything to you until you need it. So agents get aggravated that they have to take certain classes, but at the end of the day, that all of a sudden it will be like, oh, I took this class. I remember this. I'm going to go find, I know where to look.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is people just want the problem fixed. They don't care how to get there, and they don't care to learn. And that hurts them. When you figure out any real estate software,
mm-hmm.
you're just doing good business. What people are fighting the models in the system, they're going to struggle in any piece of software. Any piece of software. It doesn't matter what it is, you will struggle. I see it every day. When you fight the systems and the models, when you don't care about the data you're putting in, then your business is going to suck. The emotions are high. Then the nerd gets yelled at.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't cry. I didn't cry.
Yeah. Well, and I think if anybody sees you or I cry, they need to run in the other direction at 50 to 80 miles per hour because we're angry and we're going to take somebody out. Just saying. Run if you see me crying.
So crying is usually like my anger. I don't
Mhm.
cry like that. I don't know why, but that's how anger leaves my body. It's been like that my whole life. Like I've never been like a physical response person. I know tons of people who have to like go outside and kick a tree and
Yep.
but
I'm a
yeah.
horrible human. I cry when I'm angry and I laugh at people when they get hurt. I'm a horrible human, but that's just how I'm built.
So my squirrel rabbit hole is golf cart fails. So like when
Can't even right now. Whoops.
when drunk
Stop
guys
it.
are, like on the golf course and they tip them or they like whack into each other, there is like a whole world called golf cart fails. Like when they go too fast and they that the people get hurt. I should not be laughing, but that is also my response to it's like a nervous when people fall down in front of me. I'm like, whoa, are you okay? You know, like yeah, nervous response. So let's circle back to this rabbit hole of ADHD.
Well, here's my thing. I'm gonna today's my black cat day.
Jesus, you're living it.
I know.
Black-
But black
I
cats
have
are
rainbow.
important humans. They're important people in the world. We need black cats.
Yes.
At the end of the day, here's the deal.
Mm,
To make stuff work, sometimes you just need to take one action for 3 minutes, one time.
that's it.
That's it. You don't know what you don't know till you know it.
Great.
90% of the time, it is human error. 90% of the time, it's your fault. Not
It's always
her
my fault. It's always my fault. Don't point at me. You better be pointing at yourself. Put this little finger right in between.
Yeah.
And it's true. And stop saying you're not tech savvy. That is the worst limiting belief I hear every single day. Because if you're not tech savvy, go back to Rotary and get a horse and go to your listing appointments on a horse.
Yeah, could you imagine trying to drive a car right now if you were not tech savvy?
I couldn't
Like,
get
I
out
don't
of
even need a key anymore for my car.
that scares me. I love my old fashioned start. Like for somebody who's a tech person, cars with buttons, and I couldn't get out of a Tesla. Okay.
Well,
like
I couldn't get out of a Tesla either. It was so bad.
They're so stupid.
I'm like, oh no. Well, and yeah, please help me understand. This is a rabbit hole. Help me understand why there's the auto stop every time you stop at a stop plate. Like, where's for those that don't know, I had to trade in my beautiful, wonderful black. I loved my GMC truck. It was my baby. I worked 40 years. That was my one thing. I bought it and then it needed transmission and I couldn't put any more money into it. So I got this new friggin' it is what it is vehicle, which I'm going to give it to my son as soon as he gets his license because I'm done with it already.
Is it an SUV?
We're not talking because my next thing, there's a whole, shut up. You're not allowed to laugh at me.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Well, and here, so I feel like I'm driving a go-kart. Speaking of golf carts, I'm driving a go-kart now. Let's just go there. But then you have to hit the brake, push the button, and then it auto stops at stop signs. But if it's at lights and if it stops too long, it auto like really. And then this whole like, yeah, I'm good. Well, first off, where's my GMC truck? And that's okay. I will replace it. But so full circle, don't tell you you're not tech savvy because you can't live like, let's just talk about coffee makers. I bought my kid a coffee maker. I couldn't even figure out how to use it.
There's one here in Westford. I'm in the Westford Market Center today. I had to get a lesson on how to use it. It has like these pouches and you have to hit all these buttons. And I'm like, I am not a barista. Yes. I don't understand. I just want a cup of coffee. Like
I don't do coffee. I do hot chocolate, but that's a whole nother. Try to do a hot chocolate in these.
No, in the Andover Market Center, I won't do it. It's the same machine with the frothy milk packet. Like, what is this? So here's the thing. Stop saying you're not tech savvy because you're setting yourself up for failure whenever you even go to put your fingers on a keyboard or on your phone to do something. If you're not tech savvy, you're going to go back to a rotary. We're just going to find you a rotary phone. We're going to start doing things via faxes. How would you like that? Would you like to go back to fax?
Go back to 1999.
But here's the thing is we've got to adapt. We've got to get into our businesses, and it has nothing to do with being tech savvy. It has everything to be with real estate savvy. Get real estate, get tight on your business, and the software makes sense.
And find your people, like
Where
I'm your people, you're their people. Find your people and be nice.
Be nice. Fact.
Be nice.
When there's something wrong, fact. We can, while I'm helping you, tell me everything. Trust me. Tell me. They do anyway. Tech people know more about your life. You guys, like, it's like therapy. It's like nothing I've ever seen. It's amazing.
Absolutely. All right, my friend. I wish there was some tech savvy, well, it's called a sub pump, and I wish there was some tech savvy way to keep the water out of my basement, which until this year never had water. But I'm gonna drill a hole and go old school with the old school friggin' sub pump.
Well, you have fun with that and enjoy the day today. You have the wonderful Nate Dickey, our regional director, teaching wealth building there. Oh, I'm so jealous. Beyond
How
jealous.
far away are you from me?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Maybe we should connect later and have dinner.
Maybe.
I'll
All
see
right,
you.
friend.
Bye.
Talk later.